Hello everyone and welcome to this video. My name is Christina Aroche and I'm the Archangel Channel. In this video today, I wanted to share with you something that I feel like commonly happens, and it's a common question that I get. And it's one of those moments or situations where you feel like you are praying, you're asking for guidance from the angels, you're asking for, what's my next step? What do I do? Or whatever, asking for some sort of guidance. And it feels like nothing's coming through. You're like, what's my next step? What do I need to know? What do I need to do about this situation, that situation, right? You're calling on specific angels, Archangel Michael, Archangel Gabriel, Archangel Raphael, whoever, right? Whoever it is that you like to call on. And it feels like silence, crickets. No one's saying anything. There's no sign. There's no guidance. Nothing's coming through. What do you do in that type of situation, right? And so I wanted to share the guidance here of what you can do to help support you in going with the flow and understanding what the true guidance is that is coming through for you. And so the first most important thing with regards to this is the perspective shift, right? Because it's very easy for our mind to go into a space where it says, look, see, there's no guidance. They're not listening, right? You're asking for too much or whatever. And that simply is just not true. The thing that's important to understand is that oftentimes the reason why it feels like guidance is not coming is because we're holding an expectation of some sort, whether it's an expectation of when it comes or how it's going to come or, something along those lines. That is often the number one reason why it feels like no guidance is coming through, right? And, I know that for some people that might feel like, well, I've been patient, I've been waiting. I've been waiting for 3 days. I've been waiting for months. And I still feel like there's no guidance that is coming through. I still feel stuck. I feel like literally nothing. And I hear you because, again, I've been through all sorts of different situations like this. So I get it and I totally hear you. And so what's important to understand in that perspective, or when you're in that situation where you're like, I have been waiting, I've been waiting, I've been patient, and still nothing's coming through, is that, again, in that what feels like silence, there's an answer in there for you as well. And sometimes the biggest thing that comes from that is the fact that they're holding the space for you to find the answer within yourself, or to know that the answer is already there. So sometimes we unconsciously are looking for a confirmation of something that we already know, or we're looking for that extra whatever type of guidance or nudge or something to do something or take a step in a certain direction when we already know what it is. Right? It's just that it's hard to trust in it, or we feel a sense of like, am I right? What if I get it wrong? Maybe it's better if I wait for the angels to tell me what to do, or whatever, that kind of thing. When the reality is that you already know what the move is. You already know what the next step is. You already know what the decision needs to be. And so the key here is trusting in yourself, trusting in what you feel, because at the end of the day, you are a sovereign being, you are a divine soul, and the angels aren't here to tell you what to do in the sense of, what you should desire or what that thing should be for you or whatever. It's more of, they are here to support the journey that you lead yourself through. So sometimes if we're in a space of indecision, or if in a space where we're like, okay, I just want someone to tell me what to do because I can't decide, that's okay. But the angels aren't going to take your power away by telling you what to do. They're going to hold a space and say, okay, when you're ready, we'll support you. When you're ready, we'll help guide you. When you're ready, we'll help show you what the opportunities are. We'll help show you what the path is, how the path is meant to unfold for you, or what the next step is. But until you decide, right? Sometimes we're asking for guidance in a way of, as a way to help us make a decision or to decide on something. And that is where we have to see and be discerning of whether or not it's actually something where we are giving our power away and kind of making the angels decide for us because we don't want to make the decision, right? So that's something that's really important to understand with this. Now, on the other side of this, right, maybe you've made a decision. You're like, okay, I've decided this is the thing. And now you are asking for guidance, or you're asking to be shown, like, help me to see what needs to be healed, or help me to understand what is going on. You know, what are the patterns, what are the subconscious energies or something that I'm not seeing right now that is holding me back? Help me to see what it is, right? And again, silence, crickets, you're waiting. And this is where, again, it's important to trust in the divine timing, and it's important to trust in the unfolding of the path, because we can't rush what is not ready to be shown yet. We can't rush what is not ready to be revealed yet. And so this is, again, where we get to sit with ourselves, sit with our emotions, sit with the discomfort, if that's what's coming up for you around not really knowing, and sit with the energy. Because when we can hold that space and still be in our power, right? Still feel empowered in who we are, even if we are just surrounded by the unknown, even if we're in such a space where it's like, I literally have no clue right now, and this is really uncomfortable, but still holding that deep sense of trust and power and faith in yourself. That is the key, right? And when we build that within ourselves, that's the depth that then allows us to stay open, that allows us to stay in the flow, that allows us to take care of ourselves, because sometimes that's exactly what we need. and that's the guidance, right? You're not getting anything direct right now because you just need to be with yourself. You need to take care of you, nurture yourself, whatever kind of thing, right? And then from there, that's where the next step does unfold. That's where the guidance does come through. And when the guidance comes through, you're going to say, oh my gosh, that was so perfect. I was not ready for this a week ago, 3 months ago, a day ago, or whatever, whenever you feel like you've been waiting for so long, right? And it's trusting in that process. So as you begin to build that, as you begin to see that you are never alone, you're never abandoned, you always belong. Okay, that's an important part of this process. And I know that sometimes it can feel like we've been abandoned when we don't receive the guidance. But the truth is that you're never alone. The truth is that you have never been abandoned. The truth is that you always belong. And so when we can lean into that truth and we can feel that and we know that within ourselves, then we can hold ourselves in that place of the unknown or the uncertainty, as uncomfortable as that it might be, still having the faith and the knowing and the hope and the trust that this is just temporary and that the guidance that is meant to come through for you will come through for you in the divine timing, because the divine never gets it wrong. Okay, so that's something that's important for you to understand and for you to sit with as you reflect on this. Okay, so I would love to hear from you in the comments below. Let me know, what is your experience with communication with angels? Have you ever had a time when you felt like you were praying or you were asking for guidance and the guidance was not coming through, and then you started to feel as though you just couldn't receive, right? Did it start to become a reflection, a self-reflection for you in terms of how you feel about yourself? Look at that, reflect on that, see if that's actually true. And then share with me in the comments below what your experience has been with this. And if you have any additional questions, you can also post that in the comments below. I cannot wait to hear from you. Now, the other thing that I want to share with you is that the doors are officially open right now to my membership community. It's called the Angels Guild. And I'm so excited because the doors are open now for founding members. You get extra perks and amazing things for being a founding member. And this is a journey. This is a community that'll take you on this journey of deeper spiritual awareness, deeper healing, growth, connection. And so if you've been wanting a space where you merge together the practical aspect of being in a synchronous flow type of state with the divine, with the angels, with the universe, while also expanding your knowledge, specifically around angels, specifically around how to call on them, specifically around how to recognize their energies and all of those things, then come join me inside of the Angels Guild, because that is what we're doing there. We're bringing all of that together so that for your journey in your spiritual growth, in your spiritual connection, is all about how this becomes a practical part of your experience. How it's not something that you have to feel like, some days I feel connected, other days I don't feel connected. It feels stressful. I don't know. It's one of those things where you are never, ever, ever, ever left doubting yourself or doubting your connection or doubting whether or not the universe is there supporting you or the angels are there supporting you ever again. That is my intention with the Angels Guild. And like I said, doors are open right now for a limited time for founding members. And so if you're interested in checking it out, you can find all of the details below in the description below this video, as well as in the pinned comment. I'll have all the details there for you. And as always, if you have any questions, you can always post that in the comments below as well. So I cannot wait to see you in the comments. Cannot wait to see you inside of the Angels Guild if you're joining me. And as always, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you know anyone who needs to hear this message today, then please, please, please share this video with them. And then, of course, if you are not subscribed yet to this channel, then definitely subscribe so that you do not miss any other future videos. Cannot wait to share all of the things that I have coming to this channel, as well as inside of the membership community. So I will see you there. And as always, I am sending you so much love and angel blessings, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.